I'm back home. All right, I got the top of the engine tore off, which that ain't no big deal. And let me show you. Let me get over here. Well, let me show you this. All right, this is the starter drive. This is the cracky. I gotta find that. This is the starter drive. Okay, that goes down in here. I took the bushing out of there. Alright, and there's the actual starter gear right there. Phone acting funky. See, there's the starter. And this is and I think what happened was that engine backfired and kicked this back. I think the flywheel went backwards, kicked this back, and broke this. However, I think the bushing is wore out. Alright, now this is the one I fixed down there in Tennessee. Watch the bar. It got me home. Look at that. You can see down in there where it was cracked. And you can see where the JB Weld, where I glued it back together with JB Weld. There, right there. Alright, but folks, you know what? That thing, there's no telling how long that would have lasted. It sure made it a lot heavier. That could have lasted me forever. But what it did, I got a brand new one here. Okay. Brand new cover. That might have been fatigue some too. I don't know. I really don't know. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to JB Weld this. I'm going to JB Weld the crap out of that. Reinforce that. It's got a new bushing in it. And folks out there, and in the bottom, where the bottom of the starter drive goes, I made me a little tool, folks. One thing the Lord has done, give me the ability to think out of the box. Would you believe that I pulled that bushing out of there with this little tool right here? I just amaze myself sometimes. Let me show you. What I had to do is there's the bushing. What I had to do was grind the head of that down to where it'd go in there, and I had just enough room in there to grab the bottom of that bushing, and I turned that nut and I got it tight. I took my hand, bumped that bar, pulled that sucker right out of there. Okay, that's wore. I don't know if it's wore out enough to cause my problem or not, but anyway, folks, I know the timing's right on this boat. But, alright. This is Les Skimo, folks, and, hey, JB Weld won't fix everything, I don't think. But I tell you what, it sure got me back home. Get this baby back together. And I'm going to put what I don't like about this motor, is plastic carburetors. Oh, it's got 6 of them. Okay, there's the float bowls on them, and they warp right in here. And you'll see, when I push that up, see the fuel? Okay, these warp, and they leak, all 6 of them leaking. I have found some aluminum float bowls that I'm going to put on that bad boy. And hopefully solve that problem. All right, folks, but hey, Let's see. Got a few people on here. Folks, I'm terrible at pronouncing this stuff. And let's see, Amy Brad Shaw, how you doing? Thank you. And Vivian Elopes. Anyway, folks, that's what I got into. My fishing trip was pretty well run. Made the best of it. But I'm going to tell you what, I'll forever be a spokesman for J.B. Weld, folks. And thank you guys for joining me here. I don't know if you fish or not, but, you know, my thing on this SkyMo Outdoors is to pass on a little bit of knowledge, try to help people, you know. Try to, you know, I like I said, one thing I've been blessed with is the ability to figure things out. I'm an auto mechanic by trade. And let's see here, Angie Poole, 1466. Hi, Angie. And I have just a crazy ability to do things like this, you know, but other people make things available there for me to put them together and to get me by, you know. So, you know, just learn how to think out of the box. Learn, I don't know, some people got it, some don't. But from my mechanical background, I used to build race cars and motorcycles and all that crap. I'll be 70 years old in October. So I've got a lot of time behind me. And my background being an auto mechanic, you just learn how to, you know, especially if you grew up relatively poor, you figure things out. So, where are y'all from? I am from Ohio. And NASCARs, you know what, Amy? Let me tell you something about NASCAR. I used to follow NASCAR. Okay, I used to drive a dirt tracker down in Florida. I used to be a race car driver for a while. When I was in high school, me and my father and my brother built dirt track cars. And I just make this short and sweet for you why I quit NASCAR. And there's a couple different reasons. They got so many restrictions on their mechanics and on their engines and on their specifications. Okay, it's just like when you pass a subdivision and you see all these cookie cutter homes. That's pretty much NASCAR. They do not allow the mechanic to think out of the box. They don't allow him to use all the years of his knowledge and tricks of the trade to stand out, to run away with the race, okay? And what was going on is there was so many of the mechanics were so dang good at that. And you'd see, one guy, he'd half-track these people. And so we got to stop this. We got to make more of a race out of this, blah, blah, blah. So they harnessed the imagination of the NASCAR mechanics. And put so many restrictions on them. That's number one. No, that's probably number two. It's just like driving down I-75. When you're in a pack of traffic, when everybody NASCARs on the interstate, okay, everybody drives 70 mile an hour, okay, what you get is a pack of cars, and when one wrecks, they all wreck. Okay, that's what I call NASCAR. drivers on the interstate. Either drive in front of those packs of cars or behind those packs of cars. Don't go with the flow of traffic. Get in or out. Because if one of them wrecks, you're gonna get tangled up in it. Okay. But the second reason, what really ticked me off about NASCAR, and the reason I dumped them. Okay, my mother's from West Liberty, Kentucky. She's a rebel. My father is from Ohio. Okay, he's a Yankee. I've lived in the South for around 10 years. Okay, that I've spent in the South, in Florida and Georgia. Okay, and I graduated. I was born and raised in Ohio, but I graduated from Dixie County, Florida. Okay, and when they outlawed the rebel flag, they can kiss my hind end. Okay, that's part of my heritage. That's a battle flag. That's American history. And if people don't like it, they can kiss my hind end. Okay? That's all that means. Okay? And when they outlawed that, when they bent over backwards through this woke bullcrap, I'm done. So I haven't sat down and watched a NASCAR race in 10 years probably. So that's my history with NASCAR. Okay, all right, I'm done rambling here. I love y'all. Thank you guys. Amy, I appreciate you hanging in there with me. And all of you that like and subscribe. And tune in next time to see what old SkyMo got. Love you, God bless you. Jesus loves you. Until next time, folks, this is Les SkyMo, SkyMo Outdoors, and I'm out.